Good afternoon, Oak Grove. This is Logan. I'm sitting here right now in my apartment. My wife is taking a nap right now, and we're sitting here because of the coronavirus outbreak. Because for reasons beyond our own control, as well as reasons within our control, we have decided that the best thing to do is to self-quarantine ourselves away from as many people as we possibly can, except for certain circumstances like going to the store or going to get something to eat. And part of the reason that we've done this, in fact, the big reason of why we've done this, is because we love each other. We love people so much that we don't want to potentially cause a spread or anything of this virus, just in case we do have it and we don't realize it. In fact, I think that's a lot of the reason why a lot of this has gone on in general, is because of the love that we should be exuding for each other. The simple fact that we should love random strangers, close friends and family, whoever it may be. We should love people that we are surrounded by in our everyday lives and everyday routine so much that we don't want to cause that to happen, even if it's at the expense of ourselves. That actually reminds me of something that Donald was preaching on this past Sunday morning, from 2 Timothy 1:7, when Paul wrote to Timothy and said that God does not give us a spirit of fear, but he gives us a spirit of power, of love, and self-control. Now, all three of those traits, those spiritual traits, are very evident throughout his son Jesus Christ's entire ministry. Very evident. However, the one that's most evident, in fact, the one that he teaches on the most more than anything, is the spirit of love. When we look at John 15:13, when John recounts his telling of the Last Supper, he writes that there is no greater love than this, to lay one's life down for his friends. Now, what he's talking about, what Jesus is talking about here, is the simple fact that we have this innate ability in us to love greater than anything that we have ever experienced before in our entire lives. We have this innate ability to show that we care for others in such a way that we never thought was possible before. Take this coronavirus outbreak, for instance. We show the love that we have for others so much that we are willing to go to extraordinary measures, such as quarantining ourselves to our apartments, to make sure that we don't spread this, to make sure that we do our part, that no others come to harm that we can possibly affect. And that's what I want to challenge you guys with. I want to challenge you guys to remind yourselves that God's love is very evident in your lives, in your everyday routine, and the jobs that you may not be able to go to right now, or the activities you may not be able to perform. Your love is very evident right now, and the simple fact that you doing that is really helping others to live their best life. It's doing everything that we can do to make sure that we don't affect anyone's everyday routine more so than ours is right now. We're called to love others just as Christ has loved us, and Christ showed that love very plainly by dying on the cross for our sins, by sacrificing himself to conquer death and to give us the eternal victory in our salvation through him. So when you get done with this today, please reconsider why it is you're doing this, why it is you're sitting there right now, why it is that you feel the need to be away from others as much as you don't want to be, to feel the need to be away from church, to have everyone be away from school, from work, from their everyday activity. I pray that you remind yourselves of this. Love you guys. Have a great day.